Everyone, welcome back once again. I'm making this video to give you a quick demo of this particular dapp where we are selling our SPL token on the Solana blockchain. So user can come and they can buy straight away our token from this particular dapp. So currently you can see I'm connected with the admin account. That's why you can see the status is the admin, and here I'm getting this two function deposit. So right now the total number of supply I have in this particular contract is 3010. I can easily deposit more and I can increase the supply. Current available token we have in the ICO contract is 2801, and this is the price of our token on which we are selling, and so far we have sold our 209 token. So if I want to deposit more token into the contract as an admin, I can do that, because you can see this is the remaining balance I have in my account. So if I want to deposit, let's say like 50 token more into the contract, I can click on this deposit token and it's going to do the initialization, and I have to simply confirm. And here you can see I'm transferring 15 token to my ICO contract. This is the fee. Let me simply confirm, and the transaction in the process, and finally we have transferred. Click on this OK, and here we have funded our ICO contract with more 50 tokens, so user can purchase. If I want to buy as an admin, I can do that. So I can simply withdraw the token which I have funded in my ICO contract. So if I want to withdraw like say 50, I can click on this buy token and I will buy, and this will be simply come here. You can see I'm buying 50 token, and you can see this time we are not charging the fund because admin going to receive all the fund when the user will purchase. So that fund will straight away transfer to the admin address, not in the contract. So let's simply confirm, and here we have successfully bought the 50 token. If I click here, it's went down to 1. So this is how admin can control the contract after it's got initialized. So when you will deploy a contract for the very first time, you have to deposit your SPL token which you want to sell in the contract. Once you initialize that, then users are ready to purchase your token. Now what I will do, I'm going to simply switch my account. So I'll simply click here and I will go back to my account number 2, which is not the admin. So I have to simply reload the page. And right now you can see I'm connected with the different account, which is the user. If I want to purchase, right now I'm getting this only button, buy token. So I can simply give my quantity which I want to purchase. If I want to purchase 50 of the token, so if I want to buy let's say 50 token, you can able to find the details like this much token I'm buying, this is the cost I have to pay, this is the network fee which is the estimated, this can go a little high, and here the total amount you have to pay. So I'll simply click on this buy token and it's going to make a call. Here we are making the call. You can see the network fee, and we are paying for buying the token, and this fund will transfer straight away to the admin address and we'll get 50 tokens. So simply click on this confirm, and the transaction is in the process, and here we have successfully bought the 50 token. I'll simply click on OK and it's done. So that's how we can buy the token, and you can see this went up to 504. This is how our Solana ICO presale dapp would work. Anybody can come and they can buy our token. I hope you have understood that how everything is going to work. Now let me show you that how you can get the complete resource and starter file for this particular project, so you can start following together when we start working on the project. So you can come back to the blockchain coder, go back to the source code section, and you can click here, go back to the recent project, and here we'll have it. Simply click on this. You can come back here, click on the starter file, and it will take you to GitHub. Here you can able to find all the stats about the project, what exactly we are utilizing. You can able to find all the details about this project, that what are the requirements you need to have. You can check the package.json file in which you can see that what are the version and the packages which we are using, which are the most used and most stable one at the moment. So you can easily able to use it without having any trouble. So this is the starter file, but in this video I'm going to show you that how you have to do the setup when you will get the final source code, because this is what exactly we're going to code in the complete project. So once you will get the final source code, you will get this zip file. When you will extract this zip file, you will get this particular folder in which you will have this two folder, final code and starter file. And this is what we're going to test and deploy the contract. So this is the folder which you have to open in your VS Code. So let me select my VS Code, go back to open, go back to desktop, and then I can come back to the ICO Solana. Then I can pick the final code and I have to open this one. So let me make on the big screen and let me give you a complete walkthrough about the structure we have designed for this particular project. So this is the complete source code of our ICO Solana dapp for selling our SPL token. So the very first folder we have is the contract, and we have used Rust Anchor framework for building our smart contract for selling our SPL token. We are using Solana Playground for deployment of the contract. So this is the entire contract which we have developed for our ICO. So you don't need to make any changes. You have to get your program ID. So when you will deploy your contract, Through Solana Playground or any other framework, you will get your program ID. That's what you have to provide here. And here you have to provide your token address which you want to sell as an ICO. And here you have to select the price which you want to use it. And here we have this 9 decimal point. So this contract will support 9 decimal point token. So if you have other decimal point like 2, 4, it's not going to support. Then you have to do the adjustment. It will support, then you have to do the adjustment, which if you are a beginner is going to be quite complicated for you. So I would suggest you to use your token which has 9 decimal points. So simply replace your token address, and here you have to provide your price, and that's the only change you have to do. The rest should be fine, because when we're going to use the Solana Playground for deployment of the token, this ID will automatically change, and Solana Playground will going to provide us an ID, and that's ID we have to provide in our project. So this is the entire smart contract. Just keep it as it is. Looks pretty fine. Now I'm going to simply close this one, come back here, and here we have to provide our ideal file, the ABI of the contract. So when you will deploy your contract, we're going to get the ABI, and that's what you have to provide. Just keep it as it is. I'll show you everything. Then we have the pages. In that we have this 2.1 app.js. So this is the entire code for the network and wallet configuration. Right now you can see I'm deploying the contract on the devnet. So that's what I have given here. But if you try to access this variable and console log that, you will have the mainnet as well. So you can simply replace with the mainnet if you're testing on the mainnet. Got it? We have this network. Just keep it as it is. Don't need to make any changes here. Every single thing is dynamic. So just keep it as it. Then close this one, come back here. This is the public file. I have my logo. You can put your logo. Then we have to come back to the style, global CSS. So here we are using Tailwind CSS in the project, and that's the configuration I have done here. Simply close this one, and here we have our environment variable. So you have to provide the two things. You have to get your program ID, which you will get when you will deploy your contract, and that's what you have to provide on the front end side. And here we have our token address, so we can able to perform the transfer of the token and buying and sell. Then we can come back here. This is fine. This is fine. Don't need to make any changes here. Come back to the package.json file. So we have this dev command which you can easily run, and here we are using all of these packages, which is very suitable and trustworthy, which you can use it. And this package is highly utilized in the Web3 tab. And we have the dev dependency for our Tailwind CSS. So just keep it as it is. Don't need to make any changes here. We have the readme file there. You can able to find all the details and the requirements of this particular project. And we have the Tailwind configuration. Looks pretty good. So this is the entire code structure we are following for this particular project. Now, the first task we have to do is to deploy our contract. So if you come back here I have already given the details that how you can deploy. So you have to use the Solana Playground for deploying of the contract. So you can simply copy this one, come back, open a new tab and paste that link and hit enter. And you will find that you are in the Solana Playground. Make sure you have to use the exact one. You cannot use any other playground. This is the only Solana Playground. Or even you can simply search a Google SOLAN Solana Playground. Just simply search and open from Google. Don't open from any link. Otherwise, some might will create a clone of it and they will steal your fund. So always search and open from Google. So if you click, I have given the same URL which you can see right up here. So you should never use any random ID for deploying on the contract. Use the exact one. So that's the first thing you have to do. I have opened this one, and this is my contract which I'm building for the airdrop. So this is the entire contract which I have written and I'm testing. So I have to create a new project. So I'm going to simply close this one, and I'm going to create a new project. So to create a new project, right now you can see I have only one project. So I'm going to click on this, and here I have to select the framework. So we are using Anchor Rust framework for deployment of the and building of our contract. So I'm going to say Solana ICO Dapp, and I'm going to select this particular framework, Anchor. Click on this create, and it's going to create a new repository, new project for you. This is the demo code which is there. Simply ignore this one. Now what you have to do is you have to come back here in the code, go back to the contract, and you have to simply copy this entire piece of code. And that's what you have to simply come and paste here. This is the entire code we have for our contract. Here you have to provide your token which you want to use it. I'm going to use the same token because the wallet I have connected in my Phantom wallet has this particular token. So I'm going to use the same token for my SPL ICO cell, and that should be fine. Once you're done with that, now we have to simply compile to check that do we getting any error. So simply come back here. Here you will find this build command. Simply run this particular command, and it's going to simply run and it's going to simply compile your contract. If you will have any issue in your contract, it's going to give you and throw you an error. So we have compiled the contract successfully. We don't have any issue, and you will see that this particular program ID is automatically changed. So this ID will generate automatically by the Solana Playground, the Anchor framework. It's going to generate automatically. So this is your program ID which you have to provide in your project. Let's compile one more time to be on the safer side. Now we are ready to deploy our contract. So just wait and let me get the confirmation. And I'm getting the confirmation. We have compiled successfully. Right now you can see that I have 10 Sol in my wallet. So you can simply claim an airdrop. Right now I'm connected with my Phantom wallet. So if I show you, if I simply give my credential, right now you will have that I have this much Sol, and this is the token which I'm using, which has enough supply, so I can simply provide. So to claim an airdrop, I can simply come back here, click on this, and I can click on this airdrop, and I will get some airdrop, like 5 airdrop. You can see the transaction successful. You can simply see the stat on the Explorer. Perfect. Now you will see I got the 5 and it went up to 15. So that's how you can claim a Sol airdrop. Looks good. So far so good. You have understood that what exactly we are doing. Now we are ready to deploy the contract. So let me have a look at my wallet address. So this is the wallet address which I'm using, and currently I have changed to testnet. So if you don't know how to switch from main name to testnet, you can simply click here, go back to the setting. Here you will have an option called developer setting, and from there you can simply toggle between test and mainnet. So I'm activated on the devnet, which is the test mode. Come back here, and the funds, everything is looking fine. Now I'm ready to deploy the contract. So I'll simply click on this deploy, and it's going to make a call and it will deploy our contract to the Solana devnet. So here I have to do the confirmation. I'm paying this much fund. So let's click on this confirm, and the transaction is in the process. Just a moment. Once the transaction will complete, you will have to make one more transaction to write the data. So here the transaction is in the process. Just give me a moment, and the transaction is going on. And finally the first transaction is completed. You can see the transaction return confirmation, and let's confirm one more time. And finally the transaction will be completed. You can simply click here and it will take you to the Explorer. There you can able to find all the details about the transaction, the signature, the result, and the fund you have paid for making the transaction, the confirmation, the slot, every single thing you can utilize for debugging and checking. You can see this is the program ID of our contract, which is exactly the same what we have in the lend. So at the end we have, let's say, 8Q. If I show you the playground, this is the same one we have. So I'm going to simply copy this one, or you can simply copy from here, and I have to do the changes in my code structure. So I'll simply come back to my environment variable. My token is the same, and I have to change this 8. So this is the change I have done. Looks fine. Once I'm done with that, I can simply come back here, or I can simply do the changes here as well. So I'll do the changes, just keeping for a safety side, or I can simply copy this entire contract, and I'm going to simply replace it here. Make sure to do that. Let's replace it because this is what we have deployed. So I'm going to simply close this one, close this one. So we have done with that. Now we have to get the ABI of our contract, this ABI. So this is very easy. You can come back here. Here you will find the idle, and from here you can able to export the ABI. So simply click on this export, and here you have downloaded. So I'll simply come back here, and I'm going to download, and I already have this twice. I have downloaded, so I'm going to simply delete this one. Perfect. Now I'm going to re-download it. So click on this export, and I have downloaded. I can open this folder, and here we have this one. I can simply come back here, and what I can do, I can simply come here. Let me minimize this one so I can able to drag and drop. So come back here, go to download, and this is the idle file I have. I can simply come here and simply drag and call it replace. Now this is the new ABI of our contract which we have deployed. Let's save it, and looks fine. So that's the only thing you have to do. Now the rest of the thing is totally dynamic. So every single thing is looking good. We have done all of this configuration, which we have built all of this function. This is coming from our environment variable. That's all is good. So once you're done with that, now we are ready to do the installation. So you can use any node version. Like if I show you my node version, like I'm using the latest ones, it will work absolutely fine according to the packages which we are using. Perfect. Now I can simply do the installation of the packages. So I can simply type npm I, and it's going to do the installation. Just a moment, it's installing the packages. Soon the installation will complete, and we'll able to have and deploy our contract. So just a moment. So simply ignore this warning. It's not that important. Some of the versions we are using in the old and the new. So that's why we are getting this warning. So simply to clear out our terminal, and now we are ready to start our application. So if I drag here a little bit and show you my packages and file, this is the command we have to run, devnet. So simply type npm run dev, and it's going to start our application on localhost 3000. So this is where we got it. Simply copy this one, and that's what we have to open. So I'll simply close this, come back to the browser, open a new tab, and paste here, hit enter, and you can see our application is working absolutely fine. It automatically connected and find out that I'm the admin because this is the account I have used. Right now you can see the contract is not initialized, so I have to initialize the contract. So I can simply put the number of token I want to provide in the contract. So the amount of token to be initialized, that how many token I want to provide as an admin in the ICO contract, so the user can start purchasing. So for example, I will go with, let's say, 1000 token, and I can click on this initialize, and it's going to make a call to our smart contract. It will open up this. And I have to simply confirm the transaction. You will see the details soon. You can see I'm transferring this much token. So make sure you have to use the same token which you have in your wallet and the account you have used for deployment of the contract, because that's kind of authentication and double securities we have built. Now I can simply build the confirmation, and it's going to make a call, and the transaction is complete. I can simply click on OK, and the contract is successfully initialized. You can see this is my balance is reflecting the total supply is this. The token sold is 0. The available token is 1000, and this is the price. If anybody wants to purchase, they can do that very easily. Let me read the page, and every single thing is looking absolutely fine. Now, if I want to deposit more token, as you can see, we have this particular function, I can deposit that. So let's deposit 50 more token to my ICO contract. And this token is going from my wallet. So right now I have this much supply of the token, and this is the token I'm transferring to my ICO token. I can simply click on this deposit token. It's going to make a call, and here we have this one. I'm transferring 50 token, click on confirm, and once the transaction will complete, this token will be transferred to our contract. Simply click on this. Okay. We got that 50 token in our ICO contract. So that's how we can transfer. As an admin, you can also buy the token. So for example, if I want to buy 50 token, or I can go with a less quantity like 10, or I can go with 15. There is no problem in that. I can click on this buy, and I have to simply confirm the transaction, and I can buy the token. You can see, click on confirm, and I have successfully bought the token, the transaction in the process, and here you can see we got the notification. Click on OK. And we have bought the token, 50 token sold. So admin also can buy the token, or any other user. So right now I have only one account in my Phantom wallet. So let me import another test account which I have in my wallet, so I can show you the same transaction from a different account. So I've successfully logged out. I can simply click here. I can select the Phantom wallet, and right now I'm imported my account number 2. One more account I have added. So I can simply click on connect, and here you can see I'm a user. I have this much supply of this particular token in my wallet, and you can be able to find the stat. So if I want to purchase, let's say 50 token, right now you can see 50 is sold, and if I show you my fund is exactly the same, and this much fund I have in my wallet for buying the token. So if I want to buy, let's say 20, because I don't have much fund, I can go with this, and you can be able to see the stats: token, cost, network fee, and the total amount you have to pay. So the network fee is the estimated one, but it will be changed when the transaction will register on the network. So if I click on this buy token, it's going to make a call to our wallet, and we have to simply confirm that one. Simply ignore this one. We are getting this, and we are paying this much fund. So click on this confirm, and the transaction is processed, and here we have done with the transaction. We have bought 20 tokens. So click on this OK, and you can see it's went up to 70, and the fund we have also went up to 26. Earlier it was 6. So that's how you can buy the token. So I hope you have understood that what exactly we're going to develop in the complete project, and how the entire setup you have to do when you will get the final source code, and how the entire structure of our smart contract would look. So you can able to do all the modification from your end. This is very basic, and it is a really powerful application we have built. So now I hope you have understood every single thing, that what exactly you will get and what exactly you will develop. And this is the exact way you have to do the setup for the deployment of the contract and launching your application. So that's the only thing from my end. I hope you have understood that what exactly coming up in the tutorial, and I'm going to attach this video right up here. So in case you take the final source code, you can simply follow it and do the setup. So that's the only thing from my end. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.